everyone. So today I'm kind of dedicating this video to another channel. His channel is Pickerick. Wonderful guy. His wife is afraid of using a pressure cooker. So I got this Presto pressure cooker at a Goodwill, a few years ago. Real easy to use. Sure, can't get the lid open. So you turn it. Okay. And then you got to make sure you can see through the little hole. You just open it up and do that. Here's your weight. Here's the ring. You stick that around there. Make sure that's in there. That makes your good seal. Inside is the little rack. And that's it. So I'm going to put the roast meal inside the pressure cooker. So I'm going to set the lid aside and the weight right there. And we're just going to kind of go as we flow, right? So I got my pan heated. On my roast, I stuck in some Montel seasoning. Put a little olive oil in my pan. Some Montel steak seasoning. Some black pepper. And some seasoning salt. That's it. Don't that look nice? And then you add this to a hot pan. You gotta hear it sizzle or else you're just not browning your roast good enough. So while that's happening, oh shoot, I'm gonna let it go just for a second, because then I missed a step. So let's take that out real quick. That's alright. In a bag. In here I've got about 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. A pack of Lipton's soup mix, onion soup mix. You can put beefy mushroom, whatever you want in there. Stir that up a little. Because the reasoning I'm going to coat this steak, see, we all make mistakes, guys. The reason I'm coating this is because I want a nice gravy. So, I'm just going to coat it best I can. Push it in there a little. That's still hot, you heard it. Now, I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to put it down the side that was browning. There we go. The reason I did that, again, it's going to make the gravy. In my colander, I've got garlic, which I'm just going to stick right in that pan. I just cut the tops off and peeled off the top layer of it. I got some celery. I'm going to do a fine chop on the celery. And then I got some onion, 2 onions. You don't need to watch me chop all this up. And then at Aldi's you get this wonderful little bag of mini potatoes. I just washed them up really well, and then I'm going to put those in on the top of the roast once it's in there. But that garlic, I want that to sit in there. Also, I needed some stock. I only have turkey stock. I am going to put a little bit of the Everglades seasoning on this because it smells wonderful and tastes awesome. I have some dehydrated tomato slices I'm going to stick on there because tomatoes and beef are best friends. They really like each other. So alright, once this is good and browned, and I got all the veggies chopped up, I'll be back. Alright, so this is browning on the other side. With this, I sprayed a little Pam in there. You don't have to do that. That's just me. I flipped over my garlic with the roast. I'm going to open, I had some turkey stock, so that's what I'm going to use because it's stock. To open it, use this here. Works so much easier. And lift up on the lid. And then that's going inside there. And I'm going to put a jar of water in there. Because you've got to make sure you don't run your pressure cooker dry. Maybe 2 jars. You do not want to run that dry. If you run it dry, it'll ruin your pressure cooker. Alright. So, it's about how much water I got in there. I might add more at the end, I'm not sure. So, I put the celery, the onion, and I had some mushrooms. I threw that in the rest of this flour bag and coated it. Because again, that's going to make my gravy. This is nice and brown. The reason we browned it was to have flavor, right? I'm going to leave you in there. That's just going to add a really nice roasty flavor to it. And I'm going to reach in this bag, grab out the onion, the celery, and the mushrooms. I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil to the mix. And that's not cheap olive oil I'm using. It's a higher grade, a little darker rich. See how nice and coated that is? Each step I'm doing is going to add more flavor to the mix. So this is my dehydrated tomatoes. I want to be careful and not break the seal on this too bad or dent it, because I'm going to reseal it back up. Look at how beautiful those are. These are going to deteriorate right away, but like I said, tomatoes and beef are buddies. I'm going to grab about that many. I'm going to just set that right on top of that roast. Now you got to be careful on your salt that you're adding, because the Lipton soup mix has salt in it, and so does the mozzarella seasoning. But I am going to add a good pinch of kosher salt to this, maybe 2. The salt does add flavor. Okay, I brought you in a little closer so you can see what's going on. Everything's browning up really nice and pretty. This is 1.5 cup of water. Now, I did add a nice little scoop of chicken base into it, just for extra flavor. I'm just going to kind of slowly add that in, because that's got all that flour and cornstarch in there, and awesome seasoning. I just want to thicken it up, because we've already got loose broth over here, so we want this a little thick. Y'all cook your way that you do. This is how I'm doing it. Again, it just adds more depth flavor into it. A little bit of the Worcestershire sauce. That's where I'm going to get the color for my, gravy. And that garlic's just a-floating around. It's doing good. See how nice when you can move the pan, move the veggies, and it slowly comes in? That's a good sign. Okay. That's got enough stock in it right now. So here's what it looks like inside the pan already with the roast, the tomatoes, and the stock and water. There's that. Then I'm going to add the potatoes, and I have some carrots. I'm going to throw it all in there, and then I'll be right back. I want to show you something. There is a fill line. Don't go past that fill line. But look at, doesn't that look yummy? Alright, so I'm going to wipe off the top, make sure there's nothing going to break that seal. You know, come in between the seal and that. And you're only going to see the top part of what I'm doing. Alright. So what we got to do now is we got to get this to pressure. And that means where you put your lid on nice. There's certain ways of putting it on. You slide it right over, you heard it click. To put it on pressure means where this here, you see a stream come out of mist. Once you see that, you set your timer for 10 minutes. And then once that's done, after your timer goes off, then you set your weight on the top of it, and then you're going to let it wait, you know, wait for it to start rocking. And once it starts coming to a good rock, then you're going to either slow that rock down a little, so it's not going all crazy like that. You just want a nice steady rock. Okay, I'm hoping you can see the steam. See how that's coming straight up like that? That's what you want. And you set your timer for 10 minutes. Hit start. When that timer goes off, that's when you're going to put your weight on there. You have to do this step. This is what depressurizes your pressure canner. Okay? Don't skip the 10 minutes mark. Okay, the timer is going to go off at 30 seconds. See how nice that steam is coming up there? Always put this away from you on there. Now it's going to take not too long and it's going to start rocking. Okay, so it's only taken maybe less than 5 minutes for it to start rattling like that. That's what you want. Once that starts happening, I am going to bump it down just a little because I know how to control it on my stove, but you wait and do it to where you can see it going slow. You don't want it rocking bad, about like that. Okay? Smells wonderful in here. Alright, set your timer for 70 minutes. Okay, so it's been like 9 minutes, and this is how slow I got that. That's how I want that to be, right there. And I got my heat set at on the 4 almost. You don't want it rocking like hell, because, you know, you don't need it to. Just like that, perfect. See you back in an hour and a minute. Okay, it's been 70 minutes total. We're going to shut down the heat. And I'm going to carefully slide it off the heat burner. See how I got that? And it's going to set for about 35 to 45 minutes before I come back and check it to see if it's all depressurized. See this little black thing right here? See how that's up? That should be down when it's done being depressurized. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes later. That's down. Nothing's coming out. Lightly open it. Doing this one-handed, sorry. Away from you. That sink. And there is the bowl of goodness. Pan of goodness, I should say. I'm going to plate it up and then I'll come back. Alright, there's the roast with all the goodies. And now the gravy wasn't thick enough for me, so I got it at a rapid boil. Because we like really thick gravy. And I think I got everything out of there. But I got 1 cup of water, ice water, with about 2 heaping tablespoons of cornstarch. And I'm just going to drop that whole thing in there. And it's going to thicken up instantly. Look at that, nice and thick. Cook out the starches in it, and it will be done. Our dinner is done. I'm going to let that cook for a few, and we'll pour that over our potatoes and dinner roll, and yum! So I want to give out a huge shout out to Pickerick's channel, and also another channel that I have just become friends with, and I love their channel, Mapleberry Farms. Fun channel to watch. They're just learning on the canning and you know, and they're just a fun channel. At the end of this video, I'll have where you can subscribe to them. Their photos at the end of the video. Thank you for watching, everyone. Big hugs from my pantry to yours. Now we're going to eat. Yum! Bye!